So 6 months ago, I posted a video where I spoke about all of the things that I've been incorporating into my life that bring me joy. All of the small things, the things that you might feel are insignificant, but actually have like a deep impact on your mental health and help just bring that little extra sparkle in your day to day. And part one of that video seemed to really resonate with so many of you guys. So I'm really excited to do part two. I have another list of things that I've been doing lately to incorporate into my day to day life that just spark a little bit of joy. And that's what we're gonna be talking about today. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Share your own joy sparkers. That's what I'm gonna call them now. I just coined that term this second. And let's just get right into it. So the first thing that I want to talk about is fitness and working out, moving my body. For years, my daily workouts really were like the highlights of my day. It was where I was able to decompress, fully just focus in on myself for that 1 hour. But the problem is, over the last couple of months, like 6 to 8 months, I've been in a bit of a funk when it comes to my workouts. I just started to hate them. I was doing a lot. I was weight training, doing boxing, doing Pilates. Every single day there was something different. And for a very long time, that worked so well for me and I really enjoyed it. But then it got to a point where it started to make me anxious, like the thought of going to the gym. And it was weird because it was for no big reason. Something just kind of clicked in my head. There was like a switch that was turned on that said, you now don't like working out. Once I got to a point where I was like, okay, this is just not going to work anymore, I stopped everything. And that wasn't good either, because not working out at all also made me feel really horrible. So there was a medium that I had to find. So I took some time to figure out, okay, what are the things, what types of movements actually make me happy? What are things that I want to incorporate that I'll feel excited to do that will bring me the relaxation, the clarity, all of the things that I love from working out and move my body. And the two practices that I started were yoga and running. So let's first talk a little bit about yoga, because yoga, I feel like, was the biggest game changer for me when it comes to my mental health. So I started to incorporate yoga into like my weekly movement routines. Not only do I feel amazing after doing a yoga session, but I actually look forward to a yoga practice because it does so much for me all in one hour session. It relaxes me, it recenters me. It also gives me a great workout. There's also a really beautiful community aspect when it comes to yoga. Everybody's just so nice and welcoming. Obviously, I guess it depends on like the studio you go to. And I'm just so happy that I decided to bring it back into my life because it's added so much goodness to it already. The second workout routine that has also brought a lot of joy to my life is running. And the fact that I'm even saying that out loud, I can't even compute in my brain, because forever I have always said, I hate running. I am not a runner. I would rather do X, Y, and Z before I like ran a mile. I recently spoke about all of this in my vlog, but I'm gonna tell the story again just in case you haven't seen it. So my oldest sister, who lives in Halifax, called me a couple weeks ago and was like, do you want to do a half marathon? And I said yes before fully realizing, oh, okay, I just agreed to do a half marathon. This means that I have to train for the next couple of months to do said half marathon, which means I have to run. I don't like running. There was something about the challenge though that really excited me. I am definitely somebody who loves a challenge. And like I said in the vlog, I have never challenged myself physically. Like I've never set a specific goal for myself physically and tried to achieve it. So it was something that I really wanted to test out. I wanted to see, like, if I actually trained for this, could I do it? So first of all, we decided me running a half marathon made absolutely no sense. And instead I'm going to be running a 10K. So I am training to do the 10K, not the half marathon. But with that said, over the last like 4 weeks, I have been running multiple times a week, getting my body used to running. I cannot even believe I'm about to say this, but I love it, and it brings me a lot of joy. The fact that I've actually moved from somebody who hated running, said that they would never, ever, ever run, and who had never ran a 5K, to then 4 weeks later, then being able to run a 5K and actually say that I enjoy the experience of running, mind blown. What I've been really enjoying training for this 10K is actually seeing my progress, seeing with physical stats how my pace is improving, how it feels in my body, how it feels like it's actually getting a little bit easier. And it feels really fulfilling and really gratifying to be able to actually see that improvement. And I'm really, really excited that we're moving into spring, because I did have a couple days here in Montreal where it was so sunny and so beautiful out, and I went for a run, and oh my God, like the joy that I felt running in beautiful weather, It was incredible. So I am so excited for that weather to come because I cannot wait to go for runs and just experience that like every single day. It's gonna be so great. Overall, running and yoga have both been hugely positive additions to my weeks. And if you want to keep up with my running journey as I'm training for my 10K, you can follow me on Instagram at Jamie Paige Beauty. I've been updating a ton over there. So the next thing that has brought me a lot of joy is very much connected to one of the first things that I'd mentioned in my first Spark Joy sparking video, and that's crocheting. You guys know how much I love crochet. That is not new news for you. As I've been moving forward in my crochet journey, I have been improving. And as I've been improving, I've been feeling really confident in my skills. And because I've been feeling really confident in my skills, I've been feeling like I want to gift pieces, crochet pieces, to the people that I love in my life. My love language, gift giving. Finding the perfect gift for somebody and then surprising them with it. There is nothing that brings me more joy. But what's even better than that is making something with your own two hands and then surprising them with that. I've made little tiny amigurumi stuffed animals for both of my sisters, for my mom. I recently made cat sweaters after making my sweater for Gus. If you haven't seen it, I did make Gus the most gorgeous cat sweater. Alexandra Gator messaged me, and she's a friend of mine, and she was like just really excited about the cat sweater. And she also has 2 ragdoll cats. So I said immediately, what are their sizes? I'm making them cat sweaters now. And I spent the next 2 days making those cat sweaters, and then I shipped them off to Alexandra. And getting those photos of her cats wearing those cat sweaters, cherry on top of the sundae. It was so good. It's gone to a point where I've loved gifting people little crochet knickknacks so much that I'm like, I need to make more friends so that I can make more things for more people. What also brings me a lot of joy, kind of connected to the crochet thing, is going to the yarn store. This is such a niche experience because not everybody enjoys going to a yarn store, and I totally get that. But I feel like if you get it, you get it. I could compare the yarn store for me at the moment to how I would feel about Sephora as like a makeup lover. I can spend hours and hours and hours looking at all the different types of yarn, feeling them, looking at the colors, comparing them, thinking and imagining all of the things that I could be making with them. And I will always walk out of that yarn store with multiple balls of yarn. Okay, moving on now from crochet talk into bath talk. I have always been really obsessed with taking baths. I think I've taken a bath almost every single day. There are more days that I take a bath than days that I don't take a bath. So you can imagine I take a lot of baths. And the majority of the time that I take a bath, I just take a plain old bath. Nothing fancy, nothing extra, it's just water. But lately, I have actually been jazzing up my baths and been kind of turning them into more of like an actual experience. So what I've been doing is I've been incorporating bath salts and bath oils. I think I've mentioned this brand already like 3 videos in a row, but I'm gonna mention them again. The Quintessent Bath and Body Oils. I am obsessed with these bath oils. The vanilla caviar scent, like I've said, is unbelievable. If you like vanilla, you would absolutely adore this. I put 1 full dropper full in my bath, and it then transforms my bath water into hydrating bath water. It's kind of a bit of a hack to like put a bath oil in your bath water, because when you exit the bath, you are fully hydrated from head to toe and you pretty much had to do nothing. So it's kind of nice. And then to elevate that even more, I've been using the Bathorium bath salts. And they're so nice. They smell amazing as well. They're also Epsom salt based, which is nice because I've been very sore lately with my runs. So Epsom salt baths are always great for that. And so just adding in those like 2 little products into something that I do every single day has like taken just my bath game from here to here. And that's amazing. I love that for me. Okay, the next thing that I am obsessed with that has brought me and my partner so much joy, it's crazy, is this Hatch alarm clock. This alarm clock has low-key changed my life. So the Hatch alarm clock is not just an alarm clock, it's actually a sleep sound alarm clock. So you can program different types of sounds to play as you're sleeping, and I never, ever thought that I would be a sleep sound person because I'm actually very picky with how I like to go to sleep. Like it needs to be pitch black and I need 0 noise in order to be able to fall asleep. So I honestly never thought that I would actually be interested in like a sound maker because I didn't think that I would be able to fall asleep with something like that. But little did I realize how much I was actually missing. So this is actually very new in my life. I've only had it for about a week now. And for the last week, I have slept with the sounds of rain and thunder. When I tell you I have never had such deep sleeps, I have never fallen asleep so quickly, and my quality of sleep has improved tenfold. I have actual statistics, okay? Because I have an Aura ring, I'm able to see all the stats when it comes to my sleep. My sleep score the other day was like 92 or something crazy like that. That is very high. And it said that I fell asleep within 5 minutes. Normally it takes me at least like 25 to 30 minutes to fall asleep. 5 minutes. The rain and thunder from this Hatch alarm clock, I swear, sounds so realistic. Sounds like it's coming from outside of my window. I told my partner about my new alarm clock and he was very excited to try it out for the night. And when he woke up the next morning, he was like freaking out about it. He was so excited. He was like, I love that thing and I want you to actually put it louder. So he is also a big fan. And not only are we big fans, but I think Gus is also a big fan because I swear, guys, Gus never, ever, ever, ever falls asleep on my bed. He will only ever jump on the bed like in the middle of the night for maybe about an hour and then he'll jump off. He's just not really like a bed cat. For some reason, since I got this Hatch alarm clock, he started sleeping on top of the bed. And like not just normal sleeps, like he is on his back, completely passed out, like deeply snoozing, okay? And I don't know if it has anything to do with the Hatch alarm clock, but if it does, thank you, Hatch. Thank you for getting my cat to sleep on my bed with me. Anyways, it's only been about a week, but wow, this has brought me so much joy. It has made my sleep so much better, and I don't think I can ever sleep without it now. The next thing that has been bringing me a lot of joy lately is YouTube. I'm assuming that you guys probably feel similarly since you are watching this on YouTube, but YouTube, I feel, is a really, really, really special place. It's the one place that you can find long form video. It's not that I'm tired of short form video because I do actually really enjoy it and I really enjoy making short form video as well, but there's something very like anxiety inducing about scrolling on TikTok or scrolling on like Instagram Reels and just seeing like one short video after another. Like it comes a point where it just is stimulation overload. And there's something so lovely about sitting down watching a 20, 30, 40 amazing minute YouTube video and just like relaxing, just watching one person speak. I love that. And that's why I'll always love YouTube. That's why I feel like YouTube is special. That's why I feel like YouTube will never go away. And yes, I feel like YouTube will always have its ups and downs in terms of like popularity, but there's nothing else that comes close to it. So that's why I feel like it will always have its place in the social media world. I kind of found this like new wave of YouTubers that have become my new comfort YouTubers that I go back to week after week, and their videos just bring me so much joy. So I thought it'd be fun to share them with you guys. First YouTuber that I discovered a couple months ago that I haven't been able to get enough of is Jenna Phipps. Jenna is basically like a crochet, knit, craft, DIY YouTuber. And as you guys know, I'm currently in my crochet era, and it's been so fun to kind of dive into the crochet side of YouTube and discover various like YouTubers who do crochet and like talk about it and all of that. And Jenna's content is so fun because she'll attempt like all these really fun DIYs. And she also started renovating a house recently, which has been really fun to watch as well. So she's awesome. Doobie Doo Bap is another YouTuber that I'm obsessed with. So she does a lot of food related content. I love her videos because they're so long. So many of her videos are like over 40 minutes long, which is amazing. So I love watching them before going to sleep. I love her what I eat in a week videos and her meal prep videos. They're both just so fun to watch. I love the way she films. I love the way she edits. Just overall, great YouTuber. Speaking of Alexandra Gator, I also am obsessed with her videos. I'm just so into like interior design channels or any type of like home content. I just find it so entertaining to watch and so relaxing to watch and very satisfying as well. I love a good like home transformation, and Alexandra does such an amazing job in her videos, and so do the Sorry Girls. I love the Sorry Girls as well. Carrie Dayton, I get so much inspiration from. She does really fun like thrifting videos and fashion related videos. And then another YouTuber that I really love watching is Catnip. So Catnip is actually a stationery shop, small business. And as most of you probably know, I also own a stationery shop, small business called Jamie Paige Doodles. And I discovered Catnip kind of right when I was starting my stationery shop. And I just found her to be so inspiring. I loved watching her studio vlogs and watching how she runs her business. And I just find her vlogs to be so relaxing and just also interesting as a stationery shop owner myself. And those are the YouTubers that I wanted to mention. There's obviously so many other YouTubers that I watch, but those are the ones that I've been like really loving lately. I love podcasts so much. I would actually love to start a podcast, but I don't even know what I would talk about. So as of right now, I'm just sticking to listening to podcasts, and Podcasts really do bring me so much joy. Like sometimes when I go for my runs, I won't even listen to music. I'll listen to a podcast. And the podcast that I listen to that I pretty much never miss an episode of that brings me so much joy is called How Long Gone. It's hosted by two guys. Their names are Chris Black and Jason Stewart. I love this podcast so much because it's just so silly. Pretty much have like two formats to their podcast. They either just talk to each other or they talk with a guest. And even though I'll listen to every single episode, I really mainly just love when they're talking to each other because they talk about nothing. They talk about whatever randomness is going on in their lives. They're so funny and silly, like individually and also together. And when I listen to their podcast, I just laugh out loud constantly. And I also love that they post 3 episodes a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I feel like I'm never waiting too long for a new episode, because when you find somebody that you really, really like, I feel like you want to hear the content. You want to see like as much content as possible from them. So it's just nice that you get three episodes a week. So the last joy giver that I have to talk about today is actually sharing more parts of myself on my social media, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. And what I mean by that is I've just been really loving sharing more parts of myself beyond just like the beauty side. I've been on YouTube and social media now for 11 years. And for the majority of my career, I've been talking about beauty and beauty alone. And there's always been so much outside of beauty that I've really enjoyed and that I always wanted to talk about. But I was always so nervous that if I were to ever venture into talking about like my other interests, that the people who followed me for beauty stuff would just not be interested in it. And that definitely stopped me from wanting to do that. And so I just always focused on beauty. And while I love beauty, there's so many other parts of my life that I love just as much that I really wanted to share. Like, for example, right now, I'm loving crochet, and honestly, like, I want to talk about it. I also love, love, love interior design. I want to make more videos about like my home and interior design things. And I feel like slowly but surely, I've just been sharing more parts of my life on here, and it's just been really, really, really fun to be able to do that. And not only to be able to share it, but also to see that there is like a positive response from it, that you guys also enjoy seeing it, and that brings me a lot of joy. And I've just really enjoyed like experimenting and making different types of videos that aren't just beauty and makeup focused. While beauty and makeup will always be like a big part of my channel, I think moving forward, like I don't want it to be the only part of my channel. And if you have any ideas of things you want to see from me outside of the realm of beauty and makeup, I would love to hear it in the comments. That would be really interesting, actually. So please let me know. So that is it. Those are all of the things that have really sparked joy for me lately. I hope that you enjoyed. Like I said, leave me all of your thoughts in the comments. Hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.